Hey guys, Hunter Parrot here, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how the y equals mx plus b equation works. Sorry for my handwriting, I know it sucks. So what we're going to want to do is I'm going to give us two different points, and we're going to want to solve the equation using those. So, hang on, let me shrink down the marker size to make it smaller. Okay. So, given these, so we have two different points, which this column here is going to be x, and this here is going to be y, okay? So we are given with a couple different points, number one being -4 and -1, which is x is -4, y is -1. And then the next one we are given is 5 and -2. So with those, what we're going to want to do is find one of them, which we are going to say, okay, well, we know this, we know y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we are going to want to take the y2, which is right here, and we're going to want to say, okay, well, -2 minus -1 over 5 minus -4. And there's an easy trick sometimes when doing this. It's something that I learned when I was in middle school, is when you have a minus sign right here and a negative sign right here, you can literally just go like that and say plus. So then we can go 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So we're going to want to make a note of 9 right there. Then we're going to want to do -2 minus -1. Again, whenever we see that, we can literally just go like that. And we can say -2 plus 1, which would be -1. So we're going to write a -1 up at the top, and then we have 9. So this is our fraction right here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase some of this so that way we can have some room, okay, to do some more of the equation. I have notes written down beside this, so this isn't going to be a problem for me to go back and see what the coordinates were. So we have this one here. I'm going to erase this and then write it somewhere else, which is going to be right up at the top. Doggone it. -1 over 9. Okay? So we have this y equals -1 over 9 x plus b. So to find x and y, we're going to want to take these that we originally had, so -4 and -1, which are two different coordinates, and we also had 5 and, sorry, my handwriting is so sloppy on this thing, I need a stylus, -2. So we have those two things, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I pick you now, let's go. Okay, looks like we're going with this one. So, since this here is x, we are going to want to take that and plug it in for x. So we're going to want to say y equals -1 over 9, 5, okay, so that's x, so that's 5 right there, plus b, and what I forgot to tell you though is instead of putting y here, we're going to want to plug in this value for y, which is -2, and say -2 equals that. And so now we grab our handy dandy calculator and we divide -1 by 9. So let me calculate that real quick on my iPod. Sorry guys. -1, hang on. Sorry, my touchscreen doesn't work that well, divided by 9. Equals, come on. negative 0.11. So we're going to want to, since I am running out of stinking room on here, doggone it, I'm going to go ahead and erase what's up here so I can write this down. I cannot believe this thing is doing this, okay? So we're going to want to write in here negative 2 equals negative 0.11 times 5 plus b. Now we're going to want to multiply this times this. So we're going to want to do negative 0.11 times 5, and then that's going to give us negative 0.55. So now back to the drawing board here, we're going to we're going to erase this right here. I don't know why I don't just erase these things over here, which is exactly what I am going to do, doggone it, because I do not need these. So now that we have negative 0.55, we can then go ahead and say negative 2 equals negative 0.55 plus b. Now, in order to solve for b, there's an easy trick here. We're going to want to move the equation around, but instead of having a plus sign, we're going to have a minus sign instead. So here it goes. b equals negative 2 minus negative 0.55. And if you guys remember from earlier, I told you that whenever you have a whenever you have a minus sign and then a negative sign, you can literally just go like that and say plus. So what we're going to want to do then is say negative 2 plus 0.55. So when we find that, negative 2 plus 0.55 is equal to negative 1.45. So, goodness sake, I do not believe how much dang room I'm running out of on here. Sorry guys, let me erase this here. Okay? So since we have this as negative 1.45, we can then just go ahead and say b, eraser. We can say b equals negative 1.45. I hope you guys enjoyed this equation. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And as usual, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.